one of our favorite fall meals is chili. And so this could be true of any ground beef kind of soup or stew. And I wanted to show you that my favorite hack is that I don't brown the meat in the frying pan, because sometimes it's still frozen and then you get those burnt crispy things on the bottom, and then how do you strain it and all of that. You can actually use your steamer, either the square or the round, whatever you have, and you can brown your meat. And so I've done that here, and I'm just gonna grab my meat separator. And so basically I put it in raw, and then you throw it in the microwave, and then halfway, about like maybe 4 minutes, you can take it out, break it up with the ground meat separator, and then you can drain it and then put it back in for a couple more minutes. So from thawed, it'd be about 4 minutes, and then maybe another 2 minutes or 3. So 6 minutes. This is totally non-stick. You could probably just rinse it out and give it a good wipe with some soap, and then you're done, and you can put it back. Rather than babysitting the stove, flipping the frozen meat, because you can do frozen meat as well in here. It just takes a little bit longer, but still way faster than the stove. So this I'm just gonna pour into my slow cooker. And then for me personally, I like to use a can of cheap crushed tomatoes. And then don't forget to use a bit of water to get the rest of the tomato bits out. Give it a good swing. There we go. And I use 1 can of kidney beans, and 1 can of brown beans is my secret. It kind of gives it a little bit of sweetness and smoothness, that everyone's like, your chili's so good, what is it? And it's always the brown beans. And we like mushrooms, so we throw in a can of mushrooms. And this is a fairly inexpensive meal to make, because it goes a long way. And in fact, I love using the slow cooker chili for the night of Halloween, because when you get home, you've got a bunch of things to do. You got to get the kids dressed, the pumpkins out, the pumpkins lit, the candy by the door, get everyone coordinated, and it's a crazy disaster, right? So I like to do a slow cooker of chili, and then everyone can eat whenever they want, and then the leftovers are good for the next day as well, so I don't have to worry about lunches. Now the seasoning, I love our jar of chili. It's not spicy, it's very smoky, and people are gonna hate me because I don't measure. So I kind of know when the color's right. When it's like a dark brown that I like, then I stop. But I'm actually going to make a double batch, so I'm going to add in a whole bunch more cans. And then I always like to add a little bit of minced garlic, and then we put it in, and it goes really well with our quick biscuits that may or may not be coming back for the fall, but you'll have to stay tuned and see what comes back. But this is my greatest trick for having even quick company, a potluck, Halloween for sure, is doing this slow cooker chili. But don't forget that your steamer not only does popcorn, quinoa, rice, vegetables, anything. It also does meat really well. You saw how brown that was, right? And that was basically less than 8 minutes. So those are my tips, and I hope you like them.